for every woman doubting, looking at, they'll all want to say, they'll get down on their hands and knees, when Trump and men of power and Rishi Sunak, and they'll say, look, stay, Reality Bites, stay, I don't get it, stay, that song, Lisa Loeb, that's what they'll say. They'll go into their quiet place and they'll say, stay with me, right? It's not fair, right? I feel lost, Cats, right? They'll go to Cats, right? YouTube videos and Cats and love and why are men like this? Oh, why won't you stay with me? Why won't you do this? And that's what they're saying when men of power, even Biden or Rishi Sunak or, Benjamin Netanyahu, anyone in power, usually men in society, the top, obviously we've got women, they just sit there and why are these men in control? Like, what's it all about? Like, the women of the church mainly, who aren't the church. Why? I'll tell you a mystery, and it's an absolute fact, right? There's the 10 Commandments of Moses that God gave Moses. God has told me, revealed it to me through Jesus Christ, that you'll see it in the video of Meatloaf and I'll Do Anything for Love. And that's just a classic story of Adam and Eve and their love affair and how they were both sex gods and goddesses, and she just wants sex and all this. He wants just sex, and it's just love. It's everything, love and everything. All of their heart's desires, all of their fantasies, all of our dreams and hopes are just there, Adam and Eve. But there's only one thing that she keeps going on about, and that's what every woman says. Not meaning to be disrespectful, but that's what every woman says. Every girlfriend I ever had, my wife, every man knows this, right? She'll go away. She'll see that you've looked at another woman in it sexually, and because you've done that, she's going to accuse you all day long of committing adultery, even though you haven't, right? And then she'll say in her heart, what if he does? What if he does commit adultery? Because so many men do. So many men commit adultery. So this man's going to commit adultery. This boyfriend's going to commit adultery. One day he's going to do it, right? Even if he doesn't, he's going to look at a woman, go on porn or go and look at a woman. And men can't help it, can we? We look at beautiful women and there they are, just naked, beautiful. What we're going to do. Now, believe it or not, no man in human history has ever broke all 10. No man has ever broken all 10 commandments. So, do not kill, do not covet your neighbor, love thy neighbor, have God above you, all these 10, right? But even though we look at society and we see all these men in jail, we see all these sinners and we see all this torture and rape and sin and everything, like in jealousy and all the sins you can think of, it's all men mainly, right? And then, but then you think about it, right? You look at those 10 Commandments, right? And there'll be women, such high honored women, who keep them all. They keep them all, And these are the people we have in society. The majority of people in society like that are women who are just great. And they keep more those 10 Commandments and they honor God and all of these things, right? But Pan would never commit adultery. Ever. Ever. Throughout all the avatars of Vishnu and Pan and the morning star, you'll never have committed it, Like what all of the sins upon him, he will never commit that one sin of adultery, ever. And that's why we all laugh at Adam, because his wife, girlfriend, just went and had sex with Samuel because he was bigger and better, basically. But it wasn't just that, right? He wouldn't commit to that love-sex union. And he would never break that commandment, ever. It was about love, right? And a nice man is all about love. When you see Harry Potter films, he looks like the biggest weed you've ever known in that first film. Absolute pansy, right? And then you look at within I Do Anything for Love, you've got Superman in there, Clark Kent with his glasses. So we don't like those men, we don't like these weedy men. We see them in office. Like, people think it about Rishi Sunak. We don't like these men because they're too nice, because they don't understand the Bible. They don't understand that women don't want that. They don't want that Clark Kent, they want Superman. They want Pan, right? That's what it is. They want Pan. And they want Clark Kent. You've got to have both. But good men don't want to show that Pan, that ego side. They don't want to show it. They'll do it in their own private room. They'll do it in a club. They'll do it on porn, but they'll never show the girl of their dreams that other side of them, where all men have that other side. They won't do it. The good guys, they won't do it, right? So it looks as though all these geeks, like Rishi Sunak, he's got a wife, for God's sake, and children. He's not like that in bed, is he? And he's not like that behind the scenes. Like, he's like running the world, Well, he's not. He's stopping evil in the world as that man. We can't look to America anymore, can we? The only other man doing it is Rishi Sunak. Right? Who do you think's telling all these people who are evil in the world to go F themselves behind the closed doors? It's him. He's doing it. He's doing that. He's doing that with love, respect, and dignity and honour. But it doesn't come across on the TV screen, and his policies don't reflect Jesus. They don't. But he has got that V for Victory, Winston Churchill attitude, even though he's a Hindu, right? Who cares? Who cares what his religion is, right? But it actually does matter, because he's got that Loki spirit, that Krishna. He doesn't have that way that Jesus had, the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount, to do the complete opposite of what the Conservatives want, which is to actually love the poor and the widow and the orphan and bring up people. He's having to do what the Bible says, because everyone in the church, in the Conservative Party, just like Rees-Mogg, who's a Catholic, right, he's ordering him to do it. Do what Jesus said. Do it or you're out. And that's why he'll probably be out, because the whole country hates him, because he's done it too late. It wasn't even his fault, right? Boris Johnson. But they won't vote for him. I will, because without him, well, I just have Keir Starmer, and like I say, he'll bring in the New World Order, right? But he has to go further, right? But he's only got a couple of days to do it. So it's not going to work, I don't think, because, like I say, all the men like Rishi Sunak and Mr. Bean and Harry Potter, they're not like that, They never were. All the pretty, wonderful women who understand that are God's women, and they honour and respect men like that. I'm not talking about Rishi Sunak, because he's ultimately failed there, but I'm talking about Superman and Clark Kent. I'm talking about how you've got to see the secret about men. And unfortunately, all around the world, women are breaking every single one of those commandments, but you'll never find a man in history who broke all 10.